After months of planning and tens of thousands of pounds, this is how one family in Wraysbury decided to flood-proof their home. With steel girders inserted throughout the brick and wood structure, this 80-ton house was cut near the bottom and then jacked up by almost 1.5 metres. For the family, it's the end of a risky project that they hope will stop this from happening again. It was in February that they, like many families in the Thames Valley, were forced out of their homes by floodwater. The house was left gutted, and Yaron Ivry decided to do something to protect his home in the future. It's finally all over. I've got to ask, Yaron, how much did this cost in the end, and was it better than just knocking it down and starting again?
No, the cost is going to be much less than demolition and rebuild. In the end, it will cost between 60 to 70,000. We haven't come to the end yet, which is far less than rebuilding the house.
There's a long way to go until the family will be able to move back in. For a start, they're going to need some steps. But this is just one extreme example of the precautions that hundreds of families are taking across the country to try and stop their homes from flooding again. From Windsor to the Somerset levels, flood victims are doing whatever they can to reduce their risk. In Moorland, this homeowner is seeking planning permission to build a permanent barrier like the one he hastily constructed during the floods.
Well, you see, there was a wall here. There's a wall here, but they've had to take that down.
And other victims are rebuilding with flooding in mind. The Environment Agency, much criticised for its handling of the winter crisis, is encouraging these private building works.
We're very keen that people take ownership of their own flood risk, and that the first step in that is actually understanding whether or not they're at risk. If they know they're at risk, they can then, the first step is often to make sure their insurance is right. Once that's done, you can start thinking about how can I protect my property. And property level protection is about taking action yourself on your own home to protect that home and keep safe the people in it.
Yaron and his family hope to move back in next month. They'll still have to wait till the new year for a housewarming, but they hope that this extreme measure will stop them from going through the experience of flooding ever again. Joe Tidy, Sky News.